Let me ask you something that might make you uncomfortable. Why do you keep losing to yourself? Not to an enemy, not to a competitor, not to circumstances, to yourself. You set a goal. You feel motivated. You make a plan. You start strong, and then, without warning, something inside you flips. You procrastinate. You distract yourself. You make excuses. You self-dash, destruct, and when it is over, you look in the mirror and ask, what is wrong with me? Here's what Special Forces operators know that most people never understand. The most dangerous enemy is not the one in front of you. The most dangerous enemy is the one inside your own head. Your mind is not neutral territory. It is a battlefield. And you have been losing a war you did not even know you were fighting. Today, I am going to show you the psychology of self-sabotage. Why your brain creates internal obstacles. Why you keep getting in your own way. And how to win the mental warfare happening inside your skull. Let us begin. Most people believe self-sabotage is a sign of weakness. They think they are broken. They think they lack discipline. They think something is fundamentally wrong with them. This is incorrect. And this belief makes the sabotage worse. Here's the neuroscience. Your brain has a deep, primitive system designed to keep you safe. It is called the homeostatic mechanism. Its job is to maintain stability, to keep things as they are, to resist change. This system does not care about your goals. It does not care about your dreams. It does not care about your potential. It cares about survival. And survival to your primitive brain means staying in familiar territory. When you try to change, when you try to grow, when you try to become something more than you are, your brain perceives this as a threat. Not because growth is dangerous, because growth is unknown. And the unknown triggers fear. Here is what most people never understand. Self-sabotage is not a character flaw. Self-sabotage is a defense mechanism. Your brain is trying to protect you from the perceived danger of change. It is not trying to destroy you. It is trying to keep you safe in the cage it knows. The problem is that the cage is comfortable. And the cage is also a prison. The operator understands this mechanism. He knows that his brain will try to pull him back to baseline. He knows that fear will rise when he attempts something hard. He does not interpret this as a sign to stop. He interprets it as a sign that he is on the right track. The civilian feels the fear and retreats. The operator feels the fear and advances. That is the difference. In naval special warfare. There's a concept that civilians never hear about. It is called the internal enemy. Before us, EAL can engage an external threat. He must defeat the internal one. The voice that says you're tired. The voice that says you are scared. The voice that says you are not good enough. The military understands something profound. The battlefield outside is dangerous, but the battlefield inside is where most wars are lost. In SEER school. In Hell Week, in selection, operators are systematically exposed to stress. Not just to test their physical limits, to expose their internal sabotage patterns. Instructors watch. For the moment when a candidate starts negotiating with himself, should I ring the bell? Should I keep going? Maybe I have done enough. That internal negotiation is the mechanism of self-sabotage, and the operator is trained to kill it. Here's what the military knows at most. People never learn. Self-sabotage is not a feeling. It is a sequence. A predictable, repeatable sequence. First, you set an intention. Second, you encounter resistance. Third, your brain generates a justification for quitting. Fourth, you accept the justification as truth. Fifth, you quit. The operator interrupts the sequence at step 3. He recognizes the justification for what it is. A lie, a trick, a survival mechanism, IRNG. He does not accept the justification. He executes anyway. You need to learn to recognize your own justifications, because they are the weapons your brain uses to sabotage you. Let me break down the exact mechanism of self-sabotage. 5 stages. Each one predictable. Each one STOPABLE. Stage 1. Intention without protocol. You set a goal. You feel inspired, but you have no system. No pre-decision. No execution protocol. This is the vulnerability that self-sabotage exploits. Intention without protocol is just a wish. Stage 2. The first obstacle, something hard appears. A difficult task. A moment of fatigue. A wave of fear. This is not the sabotage. This is the trigger. Stage 3. The justification machine. Your brain activates its justification machine. It generates reasons to stop. I am too tired. I will do it tomorrow. It is not that important. I deserve a break. Maybe this is not for me. These justifications feel true. They are not. They are resistance dressed up as logic. Stage 4. The acceptance. You accept the justification. You do not examine it. You do not challenge it. You let it become truth. This is the moment of sabotage, not the obstacle. Your acceptance of the excuse. Stage 5. The shame loop. After you quit, you feel shame. The shame reinforces the belief that something is wrong with you. The belief makes you more likely to self-sabotage next time. The loop continues. The operator breaks the loop at stage 4. He does not accept a justification. He interrogates it. Is this true? Is this resistance or is this fear? What would I tell my teammate if he gave me this excuse? When you interrogate the justification, it loses its power. Here's your training plan to win the internal war. No negotiation. No modification. Execute. Phase 1. Identify your justifications. For the next 7 days, keep a log. Every time you avoid something you said you would do, write down the justification. Not enough time. Too tired. I will do it later. After 7 days, you will see patterns. Those patterns are your sabotage scripts. Name them. Phase 2. Interrogate every justification when a justification appears. You will ask 3 questions. Question 1. Is this objectively true or is this resistance? Question 2. What would I tell my best friend if he gave me this excuse? Question 3. What is the smallest possible action I can take right now? Phase 3. The 5-second counterattack when the justification appears. You have 5 seconds to act before your brain accepts it as truth. Count backward from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then take the smallest possible action. Even one push-up. Even one sentence. Even picking up the phone. Action breaks the sabotage loop. Phase 4. Pre-decide your protocol. Self-sabotage thrives on ambiguity. Remove the ambiguity with pre-decision. Write down exactly what you will do when resistance appears. When I feel tired, I will still train for 5 minutes. When I feel scared, I will still make the call. When I feel doubt, I will still start. Phase 5. The after-action review for sabotage. At the end of each day, you will answer 2 questions. Question 1. Did I accept any justifications today? Question 2. What will I do differently tomorrow? You are not looking for perfection. You are looking for awareness. Awareness is the first victory. Here's the reality. You have been losing to an enemy inside your own head. Not because you are weak. Because you did not know the war was happening. Now, you know, self-sabotage is not a character flaw. It is a survival mechanism misfiring. It is a predictable sequence of justifications that you have been accepting as truth. That ends now. Tomorrow morning, when the resistance appears, you will not accept the justification. You will interrogate it. You will counterattack with action. You will break the loop because the most dangerous enemy is not the one outside. The most dangerous enemy is the one inside. And you are finally ready to fight, eyes on target. Discipline forever.